welcome back to my channel, The Elite Nurse Lifestyle, where we discuss all things fashion and most importantly, fragrances. I have missed you all so much. Long time no see, right? Long time no chat, all that good stuff. Guys, I have just been living my best life. I have been having just, I work hard, and I'm of the belief that you have to work hard but definitely get some playtime in. And so for me, my friend and I, we had planned to go see Usher in concert in Vegas, because we heard that the beginning of, when did we do this? The beginning of 2021. My friend called me and she was like, listen, I heard he's doing a residency in Vegas, and we've always wanted to go see him because we're just like, we just love his music. And so we had our tickets booked since like March to go see him. And, everything that's going on, but the whole climate, we heard like down to the last minute that things were getting canceled and things like that. And we were just like, please do not let it be canceled. And, I've always, like every new year, I always want to be somewhere different. It's just the way I want to start my new year, new scenery, new motivation, just new everything. That's how I've always wanted to start every new year. And we've never really gotten to do it because, we have kids and all this other stuff going on. So we were just like, we're going to do it. And so we just had an amazing time. And then she called me and was like, she heard Bruno Mars was going to be there at the same time, and we both like his music, and we were just like, okay, so how much is the ticket? And she was like, $400. I was like, girl, I love Bruno, but that is too much, because we paid like $3 something for Usher tickets already. And I was just, and her accommodations and everything like that, all the stuff that we were going to do. And we were just like, we're going to take an L on the Bruno. But then her mom decided to give it to us as a Christmas gift. I swear I have like the best friends. Anyway, we flew in and we had to get ready and go to the Bruno Mars concert. And it was absolutely amazing. The only thing was I was a little, disappointed because he didn't allow anyone to record. He took our phones and locked it in like this case. And at the end of the concert, we would, go get it unlocked. But it was absolutely amazing. And Usher's was even more so amazing. I was like, I was just living my best life, y'all. So I hope everyone has been doing well, staying safe. It's been hard for so many people, and I just want to send love and light to everyone, all my followers. And so with that said, this video I am going to review some of the most reach, the fragrances that have been in heavy rotation for me last winter coming into the new year. And so I'm going to go over those fragrances. So with that said, before we get into the video, if this is your first time here, please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching. And let's get these out the way. These are my fragrances that, it's always going to be on a list, right? But I don't want to bore you to death. So I'm just going to list the ones that are always on my list and always in rotation, especially at this time of year. Before we get into the actual video. And so those, of course, are my Enigma from Rouge Dove and Baccarat Rouge. There's a Delina Exclusif, but I actually kept that one in because I have such an amazing story to tell you about that one. Delina Exclusif, and of course, Lost Cherry. Let's get into the video. My first on the list, I'm just going to go ahead and get it out the way, is none other than Delina Exclusif. Guys, I have both, right? But this one, it just gives me all the feels. Like, it just is that girl, okay? It's everyone, I'm pretty sure, is familiar with Delina or Delina Exclusif. You know, it's the rose, it's the lychee. It doesn't have the rhubarb as the original Delina. It's ambery. It's a little powdery. It's, guys. So when I went wine tasting with a friend of mine, and I wore Delina Exclusif, and when I tell you guys, no lie, the compliments I got were ridiculous. First of all, the first thing was, so, you know, we had to go up to the counter, and it was a wine tasting. So we had a list of wines. So I was going up to get my my first wine selection, and got my wine selection, went back to the table. The girl said to me, Kate, she actually came around to my table and said, I don't mean to hold you up, but you have like this trail of your fragrance going through the whole, you know, wine area. And she's like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, oh, it's Delina Exclusif. And she's like, oh, I'm familiar with Delina, but I haven't smelled the Exclusif. I'm like, girl, get into the Exclusif, because it's that main character, girl. Okay, like it's a showstopper. And so I was getting up to go to get my next wine tasting, and there was a group of people sitting. And so as I was passing them, one of the gentlemen said to me, excuse me, I don't mean to, you know, he's like, I don't mean to interrupt, but can you tell us what you're wearing? And I literally, guys, was sitting like a good, maybe 20 feet away. And he was like, and I'm like, oh, you smell it? And I had my coat on at this time too. I'm like, you smell it? And he's like, yes, we do. And so I told him what it was. But guys, this fragrance, this is a masterpiece for me. And you know, I don't say much. Fragrances are masterpiece. But Delina Exclusif, Baccarat Rouge, these are all, Roja Enigma, they're all masterpieces on my list, okay? So, guys, the next fragrance is none other than Byredo's Rose of No Man's Land. And guys, this is such a beautiful rose fragrance. It's not overbearing. I feel like if you're a person who doesn't like rose, and I've been known to say that I am not a huge fan of rose fragrances. However, when done correctly, I am all about it. I feel like there is no other combination that's more top tier than a rose oud combo. And so this fragrance, though, I'm not going to go through many of the notes, but it does have Turkish rose. It's got a little bit of amber. It's a little fruity, a little woodsy. I believe it has papyrus in it as well. Just an absolutely beautiful fragrance. It's not heavy. It's honestly is one of my favorite rose fragrances. And guys, I think I'm having a rose moment, honestly. And I just absolutely love it. Byredo Rose of No Man's Land. Get your hands on this one, or, you know, get a sniff for sure, and see if it's something that you would like. But it's definitely one of my favorite rose scents, and I think most people would like this scent. So the next fragrance is another rose oud combo, guys. It is none other than Cairo by Penhaligon. And guys, this is one of those fragrances who, when you wear it, first of all, this, you know, Rose of No Man's Land is also a rose fragrance, but this is definitely more meaty, heavier. This is for that special occasion. If you're going to one of those elegant dinners, a black tie event, this is your girl right here, Cairo. It is just a beautiful rose oud combo. It has, I believe it's Damascus rose, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a rose. It's got some oud. It has some sandalwood, so it's a little bit creamy. It's a little bit earthy. It's warm, ambery, balsamic. It is just absolutely lovely. This is one of the fragrances, guys, that I feel that if you like roses, you have to have this one in your collection. Hands down, one of my favorite rose fragrances. And guys, I'm gonna say a lot of these fragrances are great, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, because like I've said before, I've been very selective, guys, about getting fragrances. I have only been getting top tier fragrances, okay? Top tier, because I want my collection to just be baddies and masterpieces, right? I've said this before. So I've been very intentional on the fragrances that I've been getting. So a lot of these you're going to hear me say, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, you should have it, and you should. So that was Cairo from Perfume. So guys, my next fragrance is from the Hauts of Fragrance du Bois. And y'all know I love that house like no other, okay? Them and Roja are just, Roja and Xerjoff are just like top tier, right? And have top tier prices too. So this is Siberian Rose, guys, and you guys know I have Oud Rose Intense. That's a love for me. That's another one that I've been reaching for, but I need to get some more. I need to get the bigger bottle, and so I don't have it on this list, but that one is another one that's always going to be on the list. But this one, it's so perfect for this time of year. It's got that, it's like this leathery note or suede or something, but it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a little cold, you know, like the name definitely is suited for it because, you know, the Siberian part. But it has some tuberose, it's got some patchouli, amber, cinnamon, which is one of my absolute favorite notes. So it's, you can get the tuberose, it's a little bit, you know, a little bit creamy, a little bit woodsy, definitely a little sweet as well to balance it out. But guys, this is one of my favorites from the house, and I just absolutely love it for this time of year, as well as that Oud Rose Intense, which I don't have on the list because I'm gonna have to re-up on it. But yeah, guys, this is absolutely beautiful. You know, a side note, so you know, I've seen people do some reviews with this, and I've heard like some reviewers say, you know, these are such great prices, I could absolutely see it going for more. Why would you say that? Shh, why would you say that? And guess what, they absolutely went up on some of the prices because I wanted to get New York 5th Avenue because I have samples of that one, and that was the next one I got. They literally went up almost $100 more, and I'm just like, why would y'all say some shit like that? Why? I know some of y'all get the PR packaging, but some of us spend our actual coin. So if that's what you think, just keep it on the DL. Keep it on the DL. Why would you say that? You know? So now I'm gonna have to come up with another $100 to get the fragrances. I'm like, why would you say that? Siberian Rose by Fragrance du Bois. Get your nose. So guys, the next fragrance on the list of fragrances that have been in heavy rotation is no other than Side Effect from the House of Initio. And if you guys know have been watching my channel, you guys know how I feel about this fragrance, and you know particularly how I feel about cinnamon and tobacco fragrances and boozy fragrances, okay? And this just has it all. This right here, it has rum, vanilla, cinnamon, and tobacco to just round it out. It is a beautiful fragrance for this time of year. It has the sweetness from the vanilla, the booziness of the rum. It has the tobacco, but gives it just that little bit of, just like, what is that? You know, that sexiness. It's warm, spicy, a little sweet. It's just, oh, guys. This is one of those fragrances that when I smelt it the first time, it gave me that reaction. And I was just like, that, you know, the same fragrances such as Baccarat Rouge, Delina Exclusif. These were fragrances that gave me that angel share, which I haven't put that on the list, but definitely has been in rotation for me. But, you know, I wanted to give you guys some newer stuff. I can't put everything on the list, but guys, please understand that angel share is definitely in the rotation, right? But this right here, I've been reaching for this a little bit more than, since I've gotten it, more than angel share. And so that's why this one is made the list. But this, guys, side effect is just absolutely beautiful. And I've said before that typically I stayed away from tobacco fragrances because, like Back to Black, when I initially smelt it, I absolutely love it. But on my skin, sometimes tobacco turns a little bit sour, but this is done so well that I don't find that happening with this fragrance. So guys, definitely get your hands on this one, Initio. And so, staying in the house of Initio is one of, guys, I don't know, this one may be a little bit favored in this house for me, and it's none other than Musk Therapy. Oh my gosh. OMG. I told you guys in a video before that I bought the side effect and they sent me some samples of the other ones, and I was actually looking to buy the rose fragrance that they have. What is the name of that one? I forgot the name of it, but their rose fragrance, I absolutely love that one, and I was looking to get that as my next purchase after side effect. But then they sent me the sample and I was like, it gave me that tingly feeling again, and I was just like, bet, I'm getting it. Guys, honestly, I have to say this fragrance though, I would mostly wear in like the summer, spring, summer, fall, but because Initio fragrances do not have any performance issues, it is also perfect for this time of year. And so what I do with this fragrance is when it's like one of those gloomy days and it's just like I need a little picker-upper, because it just makes me so happy. It reminds me of Byredo. Byredo's Ball de Freak. If you like that fragrance, you will definitely love Musk Therapy. It is absolutely stunning. It starts off, it's a little citrusy, it's sweet, it's fruity, also has some floral notes, a little powdery, a little woodsy, also creamy on the dry down because it has sandalwood in it. It also has, let's see some of the notes in here. I have to give you some of the notes on this one, guys. It's so good. It has the musk therapy, right? So it has musk. There's blackcurrant, there's bergamot, there is mandarin orange, there is sandalwood, magnolia, and hedione. Guys, I'm telling you, people are sleeping on this one, and I'm actually so happy because when I tell you, I am just so in love with this fragrance. Like, since getting it, I've been wearing it nonstop. Absolutely gorgeous fragrance. Like I said, if you like Ball de Freak, this is a must-have. I'm gonna spare you from my rant, my raving about this fragrance, but it's definitely a beautiful, beautiful scent. Musk Therapy from the House of Initio. And so guys, the next fragrance on the list is none other than Jasmin Rouge from Tom Ford. And this, guys, you know I love a jasmine note. I absolutely love a jasmine note, but sometimes it can be a little bit too, lean a little bit too skanky sometimes for me. And but this is done so right. If you love the note of jasmine, this one is really, really well done. Jasmin Rouge, it has some yellow florals, some warm, spicy notes. It's a little bit woodsy as well as ambery. There are, let's see, some of the notes here. Cinnamon again. Guys, I just have a thing for cinnamon, like honestly. Cinnamon, there's some ginger that gives it like this brightness to it. Cardamom, mandarin orange, there's ylang ylang, there's jasmine and amber, woodsy notes, leather, and French labdanum. Absolutely gorgeous jasmine fragrance by Tom Ford, guys. Get your nose on it if you are a jasmine lover. Absolutely beautiful. Next fragrance on the list of fragrances in heavy rotation is none other than Voulez-vous coucher avec moi from the House of Killian. And guys, this is a beautiful, elegant fragrance. This is that pretty girl, you know, pretty, just not doing too much. The girl that's resting in her femininity and just living life and being. This is the fragrance right here that she is wearing. And this is it has floral notes. It also has some of white florals, yellow florals. There's also a little bit of tuberose, some vanilla. It's a little powdery on the dry down. Absolutely lovely fragrance. It has ylang ylang. There's tuberose, gardenia, Bulgarian rose, sandalwood, and cedar. So it's definitely a heavy floral, guys. If you don't like floral fragrances, I think that this is definitely one of them, though, that you would love because it's done so well. It's not like, you know, that sometimes floral fragrances can be a little bit too much, and it's not like that. It's really pretty. It's a pretty scent. Like I said, it's a very feminine scent, and I just absolutely love it. And Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? The next fragrance on the list is one that I picked up just before going away to Vegas. And guys, I was definitely blown away by this, okay? Blown away by this fragrance. And I came upon it because a friend of mine had it on, and I was just like, what is that? And she was like, it's a Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. And I was like, I'm going away to Vegas. And if you know anything about me, I've said this before, when I go on trips, I don't bring like my niche fragrances because I don't want to have an issue with things being taken out of my suitcase or being lost or whatever. And, you know, so I bring like I said, I do have designer fragrances, but they are almost like niche quality fragrances. For instance, I always bring my Dulce, you know, the only one. I also always bring like my Poison. These are just fragrances that I just absolutely love. My Elisab fragrance. And so I just wanted to get something different. And when I smelled that on my friend, I was just like, bet. And I got the travel size. But guys, this is such a beautiful fragrance. And you know, I do enjoy a boozy fragrance as well. And it has a little bit of a rum note and cognac as well in the midsection of the note. It starts out with peach, blood orange, cardamom, heliotrope. And then the middle has the rum, the cognac, jasmine. And the base is the Indonesian patchouli, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka bean, cashmeran, and some vetiver. And absolutely gorgeous fragrance. I was just like pleasantly pleased. I was like, wow, pleasantly pleased. And guys, definitely get your nose on this. I wanted to start out with this size first because, you know, I smelled it on her and I liked it, but I wasn't sure if on my skin, you know, how it was going to be. So this was perfect, and I was going away and I didn't want to have like a big bottle for me to take, and you know, so this was absolutely gorgeous though. Get your hands on it. Bitter Peach. And so guys, the last on my list of 10 fragrances that have been in heavy rotation is from the House of Sillage, guys. And so this was my second purchase from the House of Sillage. They were having such an amazing sale over the holidays, and I just could not help myself. I got this, which is Hauts Bijoux, And I also have Passion de l'Amour, but we'll speak on this one a little bit, maybe in another video. But guys, this is the main character right here. I have 3 fragrances from the house. I have Chevaux d'Or, and this one, Hauts Bijoux, and the Passion de l'Amour. But this is just my absolute fragrance. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I would more use in the spring and summertime, maybe even fall. But it's such, since I've gotten it, and you know, they were having the sale, I just couldn't stop wearing it because it just makes me happy. It puts me in this really happy mood, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's like perfect for like a tropical vacation, right? And so it's fruity, it's tropical, it has some citrus, it's sweet, it's a little bit woodsy, which gives it that depth. So it's for me, it worked perfectly for this time of year, because you know, I live in Atlanta. We don't get those deep, heavy winters, and so you know, it worked perfectly for this time of season for me. It has notes of mango. Mango. It has blackcurrant, grapefruits, and that mango grapefruit combination. I absolutely love that combo in a summer fragrance. It's just beautiful. You definitely get the mango, you definitely get the grapefruit. There's iris in the middle. There is a heliotrope, vanilla, cedar, and amber in the base, which makes it not so airy and fluffy. It gives it that depth. And so this is why it works so perfectly for me this time of year. And when I tell you, she's the main character, okay? I got Passion de l'Amour as well, guys, but this one, it's more like a more serious kind of, you know, I wear it more for when I'm going, say, you know, like a elegant occasion, like, you know, it just doesn't give me all the feels like Hauts Bijoux. So we'll talk about this one later. But it's a beautiful fragrance, you know, but this one right here, it gives me all the feels, and I just cannot stop obsessing over it. It's to me, I would put it in the category of like my Musk Therapy and Ball de Freak. That's a similar reaction of how I feel when I wear this fragrance. But guys, if you have not checked out this fragrance, Hauts Bijoux, please do, because it's the it girl. It's the main character. You want to smell real sweet, irresistible, and have them can't take their hands off you. This is the one. This is the one. Hauts Bijoux by Hauts of Siage. Get into it, guys. Y'all know I would not steer you wrong. Passion de l'Amour it's cute. It's nice, but it's for a different event. You know what I mean? If you want to smell really edible, not like cake edible or anything like that, because y'all know how I feel about gourmands. They have to be done really right, but really sweet and just intoxicating. And Hauts Bijoux all day, every day. I also got some samples, you know, when I bought these fragrances, and I think I want to get Wonder Woman and a few others from the house, but they have amazing sales, guys. Keep your eyes out for you know, whenever they're doing their sales, because they really do a great discounted sale from the Hauts of Siage. Okay, guys, so that is it for my fragrances in heavy rotation. I have missed you guys. I hope you guys made it to the end. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have made it this far, and be safe.